Did you know that some R&B artists who married older women? From Marvin Gaye, who got married to Anna Gordy Gaye, who was 17 years older than him, to Bobby Brown, who was 20 years old at the time he met Whitney Houston, while she was 26. Here are the 10 R&B who married older women. Marvin Gaye and Anna Gordy Gaye. Marvin Gaye, one of the greatest R&B singers of all time, had a love story that was as passionate as his music. He was married to Anna Gordy Gaye, who was 17 years older than him. Their relationship was filled with love, inspiration, and later, heartbreak. Anna Gordy Gaye was a successful businesswoman, songwriter, and record executive. As the elder sister of Motown founder Berry Gordy, she played a key role in the music industry. Before meeting Marvin, she had already made a name for herself by distributing records and later co-founding the Anna label with her siblings. She also wrote several hit songs, including Baby, I'm For Real by the Originals, and contributed to Marvin's iconic album, What's Going On. Marvin met Anna in 1959 when he was just 20 years old and singing with Harvey and the New Moonglows. At the time, he was trying to establish himself in the music industry, and Anna was already a powerful figure. He soon started working at Anna Records, and as they spent more time together, their attraction grew. By 1960, they were dating, and 3 years later, in June 1963, they got married. Marvin was deeply in love with Anna, and his feelings for her were reflected in his music. Songs like Stubborn Kind of Fellow and Pride and Joy were inspired by their romance. Speaking about Pride and Joy, Marvin once said, "When I composed Pride and Joy, I was head over heels in love with Anna. I just wrote what I felt about her and what she did for me. She was my pride and joy." But as much as they loved each other, their marriage was far from perfect. They had a turbulent relationship with frequent arguments, some even making their way into the public eye. In an effort to bring stability to their lives, they adopted a baby boy, Marvin Pence Gaye III, in 1966. For years, the public believed Anna and Marvin had conceived him, but later it was revealed that the child's biological mother was Denise Gordy, Anna's niece. In 1971, Marvin and Anna moved to Hollywood, but their relationship continued to struggle. By 1973, they had separated, and Marvin started a relationship with Janice Hunter, a younger woman who would later become his second wife. In November 1975, Anna filed for divorce. Their split was complicated, and after 2 years of legal battles, Marvin agreed to give her a portion of the royalties from his next album as part of the settlement. That album, Here My Dear, was deeply personal, giving fans a raw look into their marriage from Marvin's perspective. Anna, feeling her private life had been exposed, threatened to sue him for $5 million, but she never followed through with it. Despite everything, Marvin and Anna found their way back to each other, not as lovers, but as friends. In the 1980s, they reconciled and supported each other at industry events. Anna even accompanied Marvin to the 1983 Grammy Awards, where he won 2 trophies for his comeback album, Midnight Love. Robert Thicke. Robin Thicke is an American and Canadian singer, best known for his 2013 single, Blurred Lines, featuring T.I. and Pharrell Williams, which peaked atop the Billboard Hot 100. His love story started when he was just a teenager. At 14 years old, he met Paula Patton, a 16-year-old aspiring actress at an under-21 hip-hop club on the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles. He was instantly drawn to her and, trying to impress her, sang Stevie Wonder's Jungle Fever while they danced together. Although they met in 1991, their romance didn't officially begin until 1993. Over the years, their love grew, and in 2005, after more than a decade together, they got married. 5 years later, in 2010, they welcomed their son, Julian Fuego. For a long time, Robin and Paula were seen as one of Hollywood's strongest couples, supporting each other's careers. Robin became a well-known singer, songwriter, and producer, while Paula built her own successful career in Hollywood, starring in films like Deja Vu Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and Two Guns. But after being together for 21 years and married for almost 9, things started to fall apart. In February 2014, they announced their separation. Later that year, Paula officially filed for divorce, requesting joint custody of their son. Their divorce was finalized in March 2015. Things became even more complicated in 2017 when Paula accused Robin of child abuse and asked the court to limit his custody. Her request was denied, but later that month, she was granted sole custody of Julian, along with a restraining order against Robin. She alleged that he had been unfaithful, struggled with substance abuse, and had been abusive during their relationship. Despite the legal battles and public drama, Robin and Paula eventually reached a custody agreement in August 2017. Usher and Tamika Foster. Usher is a world-famous R&B singer, dancer, and actor. He is often called the king of R&B and has left a huge mark on music with his smooth voice and electrifying performances. In November 2005, Usher started dating Tamika Foster, a fashion stylist who had worked with stars like Lauryn Hill, Jay-Z, and Toni Braxton. She had also been his personal stylist for years. Their relationship became serious, and in February 2007, they announced their engagement. However, their wedding plans took a surprising turn when Usher suddenly canceled their July ceremony in the Hamptons. But just weeks later, on August 3, 2007, they officially tied the knot in a private civil ceremony in Atlanta. A month later, on September 1st, they held a bigger wedding at the Chateau Elan Winery and Resort outside Atlanta. Tamika is about 8 years older than Usher, and she already had 3 sons from previous relationships. When they married, Usher became a stepfather to them. Together, Usher and Tamika had 2 more sons, Cinco Raymond, born in November 2007, and Naveed Ely Raymond, born in December 2008. But their marriage faced serious challenges. In February 2009, just 2 months after giving birth to their second son, Tamika suffered a health scare in Brazil. She had gone there for cosmetic surgery, but suffered cardiac arrest after being given anesthesia. Doctors placed her in a coma to help her recover, and she was transferred to a major hospital in Sao Paulo. When Usher heard the news, he immediately canceled his performance at Clive Davis's pre-Grammy Gala and rushed to Brazil to be by her side. Thankfully, after a week in the hospital, she made a full recovery. Despite Usher's support during her health crisis, their marriage didn't last. In June 2009, Usher filed for divorce, and by November, it was officially finalized. But their split was far from simple. What followed was a long, bitter custody battle over their 2 sons, lasting 3 years. Finally, in August 2012, a judge ruled in Usher's favor, granting him primary custody of the children. Van Hunt and Halle Berry. Van Hunt Jr. is a talented American singer, songwriter, and music producer. He made his debut in 2004 with his self-titled album, Van Hunt, followed by On the Jungle Floor in 2006. His soulful style and unique sound quickly earned him recognition in the music industry. In 2007, Hunt won a Grammy Award alongside John Legend and Joss Stone for their cover of Family Affair by Sly and the Family Stone. Looking back on that moment, Hunt once described winning the award as one of the biggest pleasures of his career. In 2020, Hunt's personal life took a new turn when he started dating actress Halle Berry. Halle Berry is 3 years older than Van Hunt. They met during the COVID-19 pandemic and spent the first 4 months of their relationship talking on the phone, getting to know each other without any physical connection. In an interview, Berry shared how different this experience was for her. She said, "We were forced to let only our brains connect and discover if we had a real connection before our bodies got involved. I'd never done it this way before. I fell in love with his mind, his conversation." Since then, the couple has been inseparable. In 2024, Berry opened up about their relationship in an interview, saying it was the first time she had ever been madly in love before being physically intimate. She said, "That has never happened to me, ever." Talk about one of those life-changing, beautiful experiences. It was magical, just magical. Hunt is the father of a teenage son named Drake. Barry also has 2 kids, daughter Nala, whom she shares with ex-Gabriel Aubry, and son Maceo, whom she shares with ex-Olivier Martinez. If you are enjoying this video, appreciate it by giving it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. Bobby Brown Sr. is a well-known American singer, songwriter, and dancer. He played a big role in the rise of New Jack Swing, a music style that mixed hip-hop and R&B. Brown first gained fame as a member of the R&B group New Edition, where he helped create hits like Candy Girl, Cool It Now, and Mr. Telephone Man. Brown met Houston in 1989 at the Soul Train Music Awards. He was 20 years old at the time, while Houston was 26. They became close friends after she invited him to her birthday party later that year. That friendship soon turned into romance, and by 1991, Brown proposed. The couple married on July 18, 1992, in a grand ceremony at Houston's estate. A year later, they welcomed their daughter, Bobby Christina Brown. Brown and Houston even worked together on the song "Something in Common," which featured their daughter in the music video. But while their love story seemed perfect in public, things were not as smooth behind closed doors. Over the years, their marriage was filled with rumors of cheating, drug and alcohol abuse, and even domestic violence. These issues became widely discussed in the media, and comedy shows often portrayed Brown as jealous of Houston's success. In 2003, Brown was arrested for battery after an incident with Houston. In 2005, the couple starred in the reality show Being Bobby Brown, which gave the world a closer look at their lives. By September 2006, Houston had filed for separation, and their divorce was finalized on April 24, 2007. Houston won custody of their daughter. Later, in a 2009 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Houston admitted that she had used drugs with Brown and even claimed he had been abusive during their marriage. She recalled one incident where he spat on her while he was drunk. After Houston's tragic death on February 11, 2012, just 6 days after Brown's 43rd birthday, Brown struggled to perform at a New Edition concert. He later attended her memorial service, but left early after a dispute with the security team. In a 2012 interview, Brown denied any involvement in Houston's downfall, saying he had spent 14 beautiful years with her. Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. Nick Jonas is a singer, songwriter, and actor who started his career at a young age. He began performing on Broadway when he was just 7 years old and released his first song in 2002. That song caught the attention of Columbia Records, and soon Nick joined forces with his older brothers, Kevin and Joe, to form the Jonas Brothers. Their band took off, and in 2006, they released their first album, It's About Time. Fast forward to 2018, and Nick's life took a romantic turn when he started dating Indian actress Priyanka Chopra. But their story actually began 2 years earlier, when Nick sent her a direct message on Twitter in 2016. Priyanka, who is 10 years older than Nick, wasn't interested at first. She later admitted, saying, "He's 25, he's a rock star. I wanted to get married and have a baby." At the time, she was 35 and didn't think Nick was looking for something serious. Still, Nick was determined. He had heard from friends that they should meet, so he reached out to her online. Priyanka eventually gave him her number, and they started texting. According to Nick, their conversations were friendly, with an eye toward flirtation. They met in person for the first time at the 2017 Vanity Fair Oscars party, where Nick, feeling bold, got down on one knee in front of everyone and said, "You're real. Where have you been all my life?" But it wasn't until their first official date in 2018 that Priyanka truly saw him differently. 7 months later, they were married in a grand wedding that blended both Indian and Western traditions. Now they are proud parents to their daughter, Malti, and continue to support each other in both their careers and family life. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. Blake Shelton is a country singer, songwriter, and television personality. His music career took off in 2001 when he released his first single, Austin. The song became a huge hit, staying at #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart for 5 weeks. His first album, Blake Shelton, went platinum and introduced him to the world as a rising star in country music. Years later, in 2015, Shelton's life took an unexpected turn when he fell in love with fellow singer and the voice coach, Gwen Stefani. At the time, both of them were going through painful divorces. Stefani is 7 years older than Blake Shelton. Shelton later admitted, "Gwen saved my life. Who else on earth could understand what it's like to go through a high-profile divorce from another musician?" Gwen Stefani is also a musician known for being the lead singer of No Doubt and a successful solo artist. Despite coming from different music worlds, Gwen from R&B, pop and rock, Blake from country, their connection was undeniable. As their relationship grew, they also made music together. In 2016, they co-wrote Go Ahead and Break My Heart, a song about their love story, which appeared on Shelton's album, If I'm Honest. Over the years, they released several duets, including Nobody But You and Happy Anywhere, both of which reached #1 on the country charts. They also recorded the holiday song You Make It Feel Like Christmas in 2017. By 2020, Shelton knew he had found something special with Stefani. "You think you know what love is, but for me, I didn't until she came into my life," he said in an interview. Later that year, in October, he proposed to Gwen in front of her 3 children and their family in a small chapel on his Oklahoma ranch. That same chapel became the place where they exchanged vows on July 3, 2021. Now, in addition to being a musician, Shelton is also a proud stepfather to Gwen's 3 sons. In 2022, he spoke about his love for them, saying, "Every day I fall in love with the boys as much as I do with Gwen." Benji Madden and Cameron Diaz. Benji Madden is an American musician, best known as the lead guitarist and backing vocalist for the rock band Good Charlotte. Along with his identical twin brother, Joel Madden, he also formed the pop duo The Madden Brothers. The two even worked together as coaches on The Voice Australia from 2015 to 2016. In May 2014, Madden's life took a new turn when he began dating actress Cameron Diaz. Diaz, who is 6 years older than Benji, was already friends with Joel Madden and his wife Nicole Richie, but somehow she had never crossed paths with Benji before. In a 2021 interview, Diaz recalled the moment she first saw him. "I met Joel and Nicole first and they didn't set us up, but we ended up in the same room because of them," she explained. When she finally met Benji, she was surprised. "I was like, how come I didn't see him before?" It turns out Nicole Richie did play a role in bringing them together. In a 2014 interview, she proudly took credit for the match, saying, "I'm going to take responsibility for everything. I approve of anything that makes Benji happy." Their relationship moved quickly, and by Christmas of 2014, they were unofficially engaged. Just a few weeks later, on January 5, 2015, they were married in a small, intimate ceremony at their home in Beverly Hills. The wedding was inspired by Jewish traditions and celebrated with close friends and family. Years later, Diaz and Madden became parents. On December 30, 2019, they welcomed their daughter, who was born via surrogate. Then, on March 20, 2024, Madden announced that he and Diaz had welcomed their second child, a baby boy. Throughout their marriage, Diaz has often spoken about how much Madden means to her. In a 2022 interview, she shared, He's really taught me to value myself more. With our marriage, I learned how to really go all in. Nothing else comes before this. It's not hard to do because our marriage is the most valuable thing I have. Tom Kaulitz and Heidi Klum. Tom Kaulitz is a German musician, songwriter, and producer. Since 2001, he has been the guitarist for the band Tokyo Hotel, which he formed with his identical twin brother, Bill Kaulitz, the band's lead singer. In 2018, Kaulitz started dating supermodel and television personality Heidi Klum. The two were first linked in March of that year, and their relationship quickly became serious. On December 24, 2018, after about a year of dating, Klum announced their engagement with a heartfelt Instagram post. She shared a picture of them together, showing off her ring, with the simple caption, "I said yes." A few months later, in February 2019, the couple secretly tied the knot. Later that summer, they celebrated their love with a beautiful wedding ceremony on the luxurious yacht Christina O in Italy. From the beginning, their 16-year age difference caught people's attention. Klum addressed it in an interview, saying, "Lately, I'm being reminded more about my age by people other than myself. My boyfriend is many years younger than me, and people keep questioning that. But honestly, it doesn't matter to us." Over the years, Klum has spoken openly about how happy she is with Kaulitz. In a 2022 interview, she shared, "He is the most amazing person. When we first started dating, not everyone was supportive because of our age gap. But at the end of the day, what matters is how we feel when we're together." She added, "You have to cut out the noise. Not everyone will cheer you on in life, but you have to do what makes you happy. And he makes me happy. We're still happy and having a great time together." Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Nick Cannon is an American comedian, actor, television host, and singer. He started his career as a teenager on Nickelodeon's All That, and later became the host of several hit shows, including The Nick Cannon Show, Wild 'N Out, America's Got Talent, Lip Sync Battle Shorties, and The Masked Singer. On the big screen, he starred in movies like Drumline, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Roll Bounce, and Goal 2, Living the Dream. As a musician, Cannon had a brief moment of success with his 2003 song Gigolo, featuring R. Kelly. The song became a top 30 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and helped boost his debut album, Nick Cannon. However, this remained his only major label release under Jive Records. Cannon's love life also made headlines, especially his high-profile relationship with music superstar Mariah Carey. The two first met at the 2005 Teen Choice Awards, where Cannon presented Carey with an award. Though their encounter was brief, Cannon later said he never forgot that moment. 3 years later, Carey chose Cannon to play her love interest in the music video for her song Bye Bye. Their chemistry on screen quickly led to real-life romance. The relationship moved fast, and on April 30th, 2008, after weeks of dating, Carey, who was 40 years old as at that time, married Cannon, who was 30, on her private estate in the Bahamas. In 2011, on their third wedding anniversary, the couple welcomed fraternal twins, a son and a daughter. For a while, they seemed like the perfect Hollywood couple, but after 6 years of marriage, they decided to separate. Cannon officially filed for divorce in December 2014, and by 2016, their divorce was finalized. Though their marriage ended, Cannon and Carey have remained committed co-parents to their twins, often expressing mutual respect and love for their children. Which of these relationships surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content.